Shamier, thank you so much for giving me some of your time. So, absolutely loved you in the movie, dog. So, can you just talk about how you approached the role and what you did to prepare for this role?
Yeah, the tracker. I believe he's one of the only characters in the film that's the most relatable to the audience. Why? He's the one character that's on the outside of this wacky world and coming into the world, literally coming into the space, coming into the John Wick orbit. And so with building that, I wanted to ground him even more. So I said to Chad Stileski, our filmmaker, what if the tracker used all of the John Wick movies as documentaries and as case studies? So he was hyper aware. Like, you probably, there's little moments where you'll probably see me looking around, checking, and it's like, in my mind, the tracker's like, yo, where are these cameras at? I've seen this documentary. And so that's kind of how I prepared for him, which made it fun. It's why he didn't take the character seriously. It's why the marquee was kind of a joke to him. It's why they asked him who he was. He said, oh, Mr. Nobody. And then also, too, he has a dog. A guy with a dog clearly isn't that evil and that bad. I mean, John Wick, this whole movie's about him avenging his dog. So there was that relationship and that correlation between our lead, John Wick, and Tracker. And then all the other fun things that come with building a character, from what he wears, how he walks, how he talks, his demeanor, the kind of weapons he has, little things like that that help, shape, carve, and mold who this guy is.
You kind of led me to my next question. What was that like working with the dog? Because in some of those action scenes, especially like when you had to throw on the suit and then
Yes,
pull out the
sir.
gun. Oh, snap. So, you just talk about what was that like and just training with the dog itself and filming those scenes?
I mean, dude, just the action training on this movie, as everybody knows, it ain't no joke. It ain't for the faint heart. But working with an animal is the first time working with a dog. You have to have so much patience because I know I'm making a movie. The camera guy knows he's making a movie. Everybody on set knows they're making a movie. The dog is just being a dog. The dog has no idea what's going on. And so sometimes we'll have takes where the dog will just do dog things like having to use the bathroom, having to eat some food, just barking at something. So these are things that, took a lot of patience and learning that sometimes we would, spend days, if not hours, hours or days rather, and because the dog was just being a dog. And a lot of people don't know this, but we actually had 5 to 6 different dogs. Even
Oh,
though we see
wow.
the one dog, which
Right.
they're all cut, their hair's cut and everything to look the same, they're all identical, they're all different. Because
Mhm.
one, safety is number one. We want to make sure we're not exhausting any animals or making sure every dog is healthy. But two, each dog has its individual skill set. So some dogs are really good at chasing. Some dogs are really good at jumping, biting. And so these are the things that I had to learn. So my training process, the time that I spent on one dog, I'd have to do that for every single dog. Learn all their names, all their quirks, all their mannerisms, which takes a lot of patience.
Goddamn, well, it looked phenomenal. So with this, I mean, I'm getting the wrap up sign soon, but I thought your character was an amazing addition to the franchise. So if there is any like, the John Wick universe keeps expanding. So is there any interest for you to ever reprise a role or like, they place you into any other of these movies coming up in the future? Would you ever be down for that?
Without question, 100% down. I mean, I think the world, beyond me, selfishly, the world responds so much to the tracker. Everybody
Hmm.
wants more of him. So let's
Yes, sir.
campaign for the tracker. Hashtag tracker spinoff.
Hey, let's make it happen. Where I'm getting the wrap up sign where I want to say thank you so much, Premier, for giving
Appreciate
me
you,
some of
man.
your
Thank you.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a great day.